Today we're gonna make everything smashed. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Leah and I like to share vegan recipes, ideas, inspirations and anything that has to do with vegan. And in today's video we're gonna make smashed Brussels sprouts and smashed potatoes. So are you ready? So let's go. So I went to the store the other day and I decided to buy some sprouts. I usually like to cook them, like roast them in the oven a little bit and then have some delicious, amazing sauce. But this time I decided maybe I can do something different and I'm gonna take you along with me. So I went on the internet and I decided to check out some ideas and I found a whole bunch of suggestions to try the smashed Brussels sprouts. I never tried it before, so I decided, why not? Let me go ahead and make them and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. I also have these little potatoes and I decided I'm gonna go ahead and smash them as well. So are you ready? So let's go. So first thing what we need to do is we need to cut these little ends. We don't need them. And I'm just gonna take a couple of outer leaves and this we're gonna wash. So I'm gonna do the same with the rest. So here we have all the Brussels sprouts ready. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and rinse them. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and steam them. So here I have my hot water dispenser. This saves a lot of time in the kitchen. You don't need to pre-boil things, it's already ready. Okay, this should be enough. Now what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna take this. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on the stove. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this steamer basket here and I'm gonna put our Brussels sprouts. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn on the heat and cover it up. Here's my cover. So now we're just gonna have to wait about 10 minutes and then we're gonna check with the fork to see if they are tender enough to be smashed. I'm gonna go ahead and set my handy timer. Okay, while our Brussels sprouts are cooking, I'm just gonna go ahead and prepare our little potatoes. All I have to do is just rinse them a little bit. They have been washed already, but I like to give them an extra rinse. I cook my potatoes in cold water so they can all be cooked at the same time. Just gonna go ahead and put them in. Okay, I think a little too much water. So I'm gonna put these guys on the stove as well. I'm gonna turn this on. And we're gonna check how they're doing in about 10 minutes. This is what our Brussels sprouts starting to look like. The steam is coming in, they get nice and hot. And next we're gonna be doing the smashing. Now while we're waiting for our Brussels sprouts to boil, I'm just gonna go ahead and preheat the air fryer. So I'm gonna set it for 375 and it's gonna be 30 minutes, but I'm gonna be checking them throughout this whole time and I'm gonna see if I need to flip them. So I'm just gonna go ahead and warm it up. Okay, so my timer went off. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at these Brussels sprouts and let's see if they are soft enough to be smashed. Not yet. Let's give them another maybe 4 more minutes. I forgot to take this tray out. I don't want to preheat the tray. So let me cool it down now. Okay, let's go ahead and take a quick peek here once again. See if they are ready. Well, this one looks like it's very soft already, so I'm just gonna go ahead and transfer it to another bowl. This one looks like we can smash it. This seems to be soft enough. I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and take them all out. So I just covered them with cold water so they can cool down just a little bit. Looks like our potatoes are boiling right now, so I'm just gonna go ahead and lower this heat. And we're gonna let them cook for about 10 minutes and then we're gonna check with a fork if they are tender enough. Okay, so now here's what we need to do. We need to take a Brussels sprout and we need something like a bottle or a bowl and it's supposed to be just like smashing like this. That was easy. So now I have to carefully transfer it here on this tray where we're gonna cook it. So I have to do the same with the rest of them. You see, we're just gonna kind of flatten them up like this. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and continue with the rest. Oh, this one is a bit too much overcooked, so I should have stopped at about 12 minutes of steaming, but I didn't. And some of them, I guess, are gonna be a little bit too smashed. Okay, let's go ahead and do the rest. I just have to make sure I gently smash it, otherwise they all fall apart. Let me just take them out from here so they can cool down a little more. I don't even know if they're all gonna fit on this tray. Let's give them some more space for these guys. Oh no, this one is super smashed. Oh boy, I feel like they continue cooking still. I should have taken them out at the 10-minute mark. Oh, I'm running out of space. All these leaves here, they can turn into one extra Brussels sprout, I feel like. So I'm just gonna put them together like this. And we're gonna cook that together with all these guys. Okay, so all we have to do now is kind of season them a little bit. So I have my garlic powder. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top. And then I have my onion powder, just a little bit of that. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. And I want to put a little bit of pepper as well. And I'm just gonna do a tiny little spray of the sunflower oil. Just a little spray like this. That's it, that's enough. We don't want to coat them in the oil, but I do want to have a tiny little bit of a crispiness. So that's it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in the air fryer. Okay, now I have to set it back to 30 minutes. Now we're gonna check in about 15 minutes. Let's see how they're doing. Now let's check how our potatoes are doing. See if they are soft enough. Oh yeah, they're soft. Okay, I'm not gonna boil them anymore. So we're just gonna go ahead and drain them. And I'm gonna cover them with cold water. Just gonna put this ice so they can cool down. Let's go ahead and put our potatoes in. Let them cool down a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and smash them too. So while we wait for our Brussels sprouts to cook, I'm just gonna go ahead and make a dipping sauce. So first we need to get 1 cup of yogurt. I have this coconut yogurt. And we're just gonna go ahead. Oh, great. By the way, this is unsweetened version. Okay, now we're just gonna measure 1 cup of this coconut yogurt. Okay, so it's 1 cup. I'm gonna go ahead, put this here. Now mixing bowl. Next we need garlic. I already have a whole bunch prepped here, so that makes it easier. So we need 2 cloves of garlic, 2 medium size. Okay, and we need to press this just like that. Okay, here we go. Next I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of this chili flakes. If you don't like too much heat, you can just use less. Now I'm just gonna crack some black pepper here. It's about half a teaspoon as well. That should be enough. Next I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of dried dill. Next I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of maple syrup. And we need 1 teaspoon of lemon juice. So what I like to do, I'm just gonna roll it like this. That way it gets juicier, easier to extract all this juice. So I'm gonna cut it in half, and then I'm gonna get the juice out. By the way, I don't throw this away. I like to put the whole thing in, let's say, the tea, some herbal tea, and it just gives a ton of flavor. Next one. Now I need to measure 1 teaspoon of lemon juice as well. So this is 1 teaspoon, and the rest I'm gonna save for my other recipes. Okay, also we need some salt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do like a little pinch of salt, maybe a little more. And we need a little bit of cilantro. So I'm just gonna take this much cilantro. I already have it kind of pre-chopped, but it's still too big for this sauce. I need to kind of chop it a little bit more. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this into our sauce. Mix, mix, mix. Let's give it a taste test, and then we're gonna set it aside. It's a little bit too sour. I would put just a tiny bit more of maple syrup, so maybe just 1 teaspoon, 1 more teaspoon. Alright, let's try it again. I think it needs a little more salt though. More salt, 1 more mix. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, I'm gonna set this aside, and we're gonna check on the Brussels sprouts. Okay, let me go ahead and take a look to see how these guys are doing. Wow. I think I'm gonna let them cook for another maybe 5 more minutes, and then I'll check again, see how they're doing. In the meantime, I gotta clean up all this mess. Okay, let's take a look at our Brussels sprouts, because I think they are ready. I think I don't want to cook them anymore, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take them out. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna leave that running because we're gonna put the potatoes here as well. So let me just take out all these Brussels sprouts. Okay, let's go ahead and transfer them carefully to the plate here. Yeah, this one is very, very smashed. It's too smashed. This one looks like it's holding together. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the same with these tiny little potatoes that were boiled. So I'm gonna try to do carefully. Okay, I guess this is smashed enough. I'm gonna go ahead and get all these guys here. It's easier to work with potatoes than Brussels sprouts. They don't fall apart that easily. They kind of hold their shape, so that's good. Now let's go ahead and season them. I'm gonna do the same seasoning. I'm gonna use garlic, and I'm gonna have some sea salt, a little bit of black pepper, and just a tiny little splash of oil, just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and put them in. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and taste one of these and see how they turn out. And I'm gonna put our sauce on top. And let's give it a taste test. Tastes interesting. Tastes good. Let me try this pile of leaves here. You can definitely taste the garlic and the chili flakes. So that's exciting. Tastes really good. Let me go ahead and take a quick peek at our tortillas. I think I'm gonna go ahead and increase the temperature to 400 so they can crispen up more. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would really like to have you here. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take these guys out. Looks like these guys are nicely toasted, so I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly put them on a plate. Okay, now let's go ahead and do a taste test. Very nice. They're crispy on the outside and nice and soft on the inside. And the sauce is full of flavor. I'm using the same sauce as I used for Brussels sprouts. And it works good. You can have it with ketchup too if you like. This is it for this video, guys. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it. I really enjoyed making this smashed potatoes and smashed Brussels sprouts. This is an interesting new way of cooking this, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to click on the like button and consider subscribing if you haven't done it already. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. But this time, and